Hi, in this video, I will demonstrate how to use our Rust SDK to build MCP servers on Internet Computer Platform. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Simply put, it is a protocol designed to provide external capabilities for large language models. Today, in just 5 minutes, I will walk you through creating a simple counter server with just 3 tools. Get the current value of the counter, increase it, and decrease it. So, let's get started. The first step is defining our server behaviors. We start with a struct named counter representing our server. Next, we implement the handler trait. Let's take a quick look of the trait. The trait provides abstraction over MCP's server's behavior. Here, we have totally 3 methods to override: getInfo, listTools, callTool. So let's get back to how we implement it. Here in the getInfo method, we provide the server's name, which is counter, the version, which is 1.0.0, and a short description. Move on to the listTools method. We define 3 tools for this server. For each tool, we provide the name, a short description, and the JSON schema for tool arguments. In this case, it's empty because we don't need it. Okay, here's the main logic in callTool method. We define a counter variable on main memory, over here. The code for accessing it is very straightforward. If the tool name is increase, just increase the counter. If it is decrease, just decrease it. And we return an error for unknown tool name. The next step is to expose our server through HTTP interface. How can we do it? Well, we will use the HTTP gateway protocol available on Internet Computer Network. First, we redirect the plain query call to upgrade to update call for consensus, which is very important because the server's responses are dynamic per request. Then, we set up our request handler by using the method handleWithAuth from the trait server. Make sure to authenticate the caller properly, in this case, by checking API key header. We declare API key value in the main memory, right here. We will show you how to initialize it through initialization arguments later when we deploy it. Now we have the complete code for this minimal MCP server. Let's deploy it to Playground Network. Run this CLI command and remember to substitute your private API key. Be aware of the canister ID. We'll need this value when interacting with deployed canister. Here comes the most interesting part of this demo. We will test it with a real MCP client. You can use any MCP client that supports authentication by HTTP headers. In this demo, I will use GitHub Copilot Chat inside VS Code to play with our server. First, we create a mcp.json file under .vscode directory. Then, add server. Fill in the URL. The canister ID in the previous step will be placed in front of the HTTP gateway domain. Don't forget to add authentication header. Now open the chat UI and see if the client can recognize our server. It does. It recognizes 3 tools in our server. Awesome. Let's play with it. Let's see if it can show us the current counter value. 0. Expected. Obviously, huh? Now let's try to increase it. The increment is succeed. Wait, how about we increase it more than once? Should we try 5 more, huh? Great. Now let's try decreasing it. We might get a bug, who knows? And finally, decrease it more, huh? And it is correct. Seems like our MCP server is working correctly. That's it. I just showed you how to build a very simple MCP server on-chain with our Rust SDK. Thanks for watching until the end. And don't forget to check out more example servers available at our repository. Bye.